and I'm going to basically splash mold the front end and put it on that old square.
And he's so upset that he's like, get that thing away from me. I don't want to be on camera.
Get out of here.
Okay.
La 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 la. 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana. Oh, hi guys. Didn't see you there. Well, check it out. I've got a new project going. We're deepening the strakes. You've heard me say time and time again, making these things deeper makes your ski steer better. Well, I'm finally giving it a crack. Y'all are going to be very opinionated about how I'm doing this. But here it is. Wood dowel getting screwed on there. And I'm going to fill in the sides of this with some kind of fiberglass jelly stuff. Nothing fancy. And then you'll see what I do later. I just wanted to pick up the camera real quick and show you that this does suck in real life. And it's not that much fun. But
hey guys.
This is what I get to do for fun after I get home from work. So that's how it is for me. Work, work, work. And a bunch of work later, here she is. This is how you do it, boys. Just go to the craft store, buy some wood dowel, and then some crappy Bondo fiberglass jelly from the store. Totally the right way to do it. Alright guys, so this is where I'm at. More and more work, but I got them pretty well shaped up. They're not perfect, but I think I'm going to go ahead and glass over this. This is basically the shape I want. And I'll just work with the imperfections as I go. But, yep, just trying to get it done as quickly and crappy as I can, right? I have a little, I've got about this roll. It's like 1,000,000 feet of little fabric, and it'll work perfectly for this, but I just got a little bit of resin just kind of to keep this little bit tacked up, and then I'm going to laminate it over and start layering it. But this is what I bought, my new thing to try out. The hardener or the epoxy setup from Total Boat has the pumps on it, so it's just a pump with a hardener, or a pump with the resin, pump with the hardener, and it mixes, and I got the fastest drying stuff that they had, and I'm excited to see how I like it, so we'll see what it does. Alright boys, so we're working on the strakes on that square, but there's also one other key thing that it does not have that it needs, and that is this. So we got a perfectly good 2013 here, and I'm going to basically splash mold the front end and put it on that old square. So I got the wonderful high-tech release agent. I got some old Vaseline, about 30 years old, out of a Mexican cabinet, so we only use the best of the best here. So yeah, hopefully I don't do something bad and end up gluing a bunch of epoxy to this thing, because I want it to stay nice. So this is what it looks like to be doing something really weird on your new superjet. Going, I don't know, I hope that this comes off. I hope this doesn't make my thing gross. Fingers crossed, people. Fingers crossed.
I don't want to be on camera though. I'm just showing. Jacob's he got himself in a bit of a predicament here, where he was just casting apart. He was using his good superjet hole to cast apart pretty much, and he didn't do a certain thing that he should have. So now he's like, I gotta get this off here, because it's sticking really good to his hull. So basically he didn't put saran wrap underneath it, so it's sticking really good to his hull because he got the good stuff, unfortunately for him, and now he's in big trouble. So this is how far Jacob's got on his removing his fiberglass, what was supposed to be a mold, but now it's more like I gotta save my superjet because that stuff sticks really good. So he's peeling that off. Now it looks like we're gonna have to do a re-gel coat on the side here, which I mean totally bites, but at least it's on the bottom, so it's a bit easier to do than on the top where everybody would be seeing it. And I'll show you some more when it's all peeled off, and it'll be like Jacob's humongous, gigantic steak. I'm sure he's got the rage so bad. He's like, I don't want to be on the camera. Don't film me right now. And honestly, I know how that is because I've been having a tough time with my wave raider the past week or so. And he's just like, I gotta peel it now. You're not on the camera.
Get out of here.
Okay,
just
I turned it off. I turned it off. I'm not filming you. I'm just filming the process.
Yeah.
Oh my. Well, anyways, people, if you want to know, this stuff sticks really, really good. Jet ski stuff.
Man, I wish I would have used the Bondo on here.
He was wishing he would have used the crappy stuff on here.
Yes.
Instant regret.
Yeah, get out of here, man. Get out of here.
Ooh, he's PO'd. Jacob went inside so I can show you. He's really, really upset. And this is why. He has effectively stripped the gel coat off of his nice jet ski on accident. And he's so upset that he's like, get that thing away from me. I don't want to be on camera. So, I mean, you can see why, but honestly, it's really not going to affect the riding that much. It's just the pretty boyness of it has officially gone away. We'll see if he gets it painted or not. And this just goes to show, if you are going to do molding like this, definitely lay down some plastic wrap. Never lay it straight on your hole.
Well, you know, we try to keep the swearing down on the channel, so I haven't been able to be around lately for what's been going on, so yeah.
Here's Jacob cutting some more cloth. Actually having a bit of success now that he switched over to his saran wrap. He's able to remove that nice and easily.
All right, man, I've been busy, real busy. And so I finally got this. I definitely made my only nice ski ugly now, so now we got this section that kind of lines up. We gotta, let's see, just find the spot on the front where it lines up kind of close, kind of like that probably is what it'll be. And then yeah, so I don't know, it's about 1.25 inches probably that it makes it wider on the front, so but that's what it is, turning it into a 08 plus round nose. Alright, so it's another day. It's just a lot of day in, day out. Do what I can after work, but as you can see, I've been working on the hood. I've got a baffle kind of in one side. I think I'm gonna try Blosian sells these things called frog skins. It basically is like it's like a spongy looking thing that it looks like air goes through it, water doesn't. I might put some of that stuff in here. Not sure, but by the time you see it, I'm sure I'll have figured it out. The square nose, here we got one side, and it's actually looking pretty good. This really, it's a pretty big labor intensive job, but I kind of got the shape on there the way I want it for the most part, and now it's just going to be stacking, layering it on there, and getting it perfected as good as I want to. But yeah, it's just tedious, you know, waiting for the resin to dry. I have yet to have resin that dries as fast as I want it to, but you know, if I can get it done during the work week, you know, I can just finish the project faster. But I'll show you this. This is like kind of a finished project, or of doing the same thing. So this ski has tubbies that I did it myself, so This whole piece of material, this whole front tubby section, is a front cut off of an old Kawasaki 750 SS sit down. So I just hacked it up to a shape that kind of looked right. I think I slotted it out to give it some bend and screwed it on with wood screws. And then it just started laying glass over it. And then it had kind of a cool rat rod look going, but it was a totally different color. And I wanted it to be at least a little bit of the same color, so I brushed some, just some like crappy white paint over it. And so you can see that it's kind of there. You can see it's part of it is from a different ski. And but it still kind of looks like it's blended in this ski a little bit. So definitely got the rat rod thing going. Got the really crappy looking blood shark teeth on it, but I think it's a cool look. This one turned out great. It's such an awful looking ski. This is like, I mean, we've got some ratty skis, but this one is the rat, man. And you guys haven't seen us take this out very much. You know, that's basically because it's not that great to ride right now. I mean, it'd be one thing if it was just running super crisp and all that, but it's not that great, and I am too busy to work on it. I basically gave this thing to Josh, and so, you know, I'll work on it and I'll make it better if, you know, as time goes by. This might be getting another engine swap, but it's got the tubbies, but it needs, I'll tell you, I've been saying this for years. This is the first ski I've actually done it on, but it needs this to be done on it, you know. And other than that, I think it'd be great. But I mean, that ski will bring you to your knees and make you go, oh God, help me. It's like, it's pretty sketchy when you get going 60 miles an hour on a 88 650 SX. So tubbies don't do anything for stability in a straight line. They really don't. Some people might think they do, but I mean, maybe they can kind of help, and if they do, it's that much. It's almost nothing. But like doing this type of thing, that's what's going to help you in the straight line stability, and it'll make it so that your ski doesn't slide in the corners. And if you want to take another step further, if you really don't want your ski to slide in the corners, do that and put a ride plate like this on there. Only made like that from JetSki so I don't know. Some of you guys have kind of like let on that, man, we should be making our own part line, which would be cool. And we might get that going eventually. I mean, for my job, I do machining and a lot of CNC mill stuff like that. So maybe if it works out in the cards one day, maybe I'll get some old clapped out mill and you know, make some parts in my garage. But really, it's not gonna be for. That's right there with the JetSki Brothers video game as far as when that's gonna be. So if somebody wants to make the video game for us, I mean, we still want to do it. So, and if you don't know about what I'm talking about, go watch the JetSki Brothers video game excuse me, announcement movie, and yeah, tell us what you think, I guess. But we do want to make a video game, but I'm not really a computer geek. We need to find some like high school computer geek that knows how to make video games if we're gonna actually do it. But yeah, so that's what I gotta say about that. And yeah, so too bad I didn't do it this way from the get-go on this superjet. But I'm really glad I picked up this free hull, and it really made it so that I felt a lot less bad about abandoning this. So here, did a little bit of mod. We got the triple fuel straws going. We'll see how that goes. I bought a set of triple buckshot carburetors on the internet because they were cheap. So I've heard they're the worst carb ever, and well, from 8 out of 10 people you hear they're the worst carburetor ever, and 2 out of 10 will say, oh yeah, it rips on top. So I don't know, we'll see what that does. I bought a set of V-Force 3 reeds for it, so I'll get those in there, and I think it'll be nice when I get it going. You know, these things, you want to see more riding footage of it, and I want to ride it more too, but it's just, stuff takes time, and sometimes I got to take a break from the really hard fabrication stuff and just get out and enjoy the weather and all that type of stuff, and, you know, ride some skis. And, you know, it's cool because I get to, you know, have all the stuff that I do, and, you know, I get to try these 550s with the engine swaps, and, you know, 650s with the engine swaps and whatever, and doing the SXR stuff, everything I got, you know. It's really fun to try the different stuff, but really, I'll tell you guys a super secret. I mean, you guys have all asked for the SXR versus 08 Superjet video. You have all asked for it. Well, not all, but I know a lot of you want to see it. I'll just spoil it for you right now. There ain't nothing better than an 08 Superjet. There ain't nothing better than that. I mean, handling wise, gosh, it's just, they probably could do a similar lap time, but that Superjet is just a lighter, nimbler handler, and it likes to jump out of the water more. It's great in the surf. It steers. I mean, if you got to do a U-turn around something really tight, it'll carve inside a SXR. But I would say that the big open ocean, where you just need the weight and the size, is where the SXR will shine. But let's see if I'm trying to get that better. No. But I don't know. That's just me talking about this that has nothing to do with what we're doing. But yeah. Also, gosh, if you ever get a chance to try one of these babies out, pretty good. Everybody says they're dumb. In a way, they are. But it's kind of like having a pit bike, this is a 3-wheeler on the water. If anybody's seen like the speedway motorcycle racing where you're just like drifting around the whole circle or whatever, I mean, or like drift cars, that's what that thing's like. It's pretty fun, actually. I would love to see if we put a big engine in one of those and a big pump. It'd probably be a riot. So maybe one day we'll do that, but probably not anytime super soon. But yeah, this was supposed to just be like a continuation of the Superjet mod hull series, so that's another look at it. And yeah, hopefully it won't be super. I mean, by the time you see this video, I'll definitely have ridden it. But alright, so I've gotten this to a point where I'm probably gonna call it good. I'll stand back because it looks better from further away. But it's probably been about 3 weeks of work doing it, and so it's not gonna look perfect, but functionality wise it'll be just as good as if it looked perfect. So yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna get some paint on there and hopefully start building a 1200 Superjet.